Hello and welcome to the January 2nd, 2012 webinar for Epicor Automotive, hosted by E2B Technologies. I am Josh Bailey and I have with me James Mallory. Today's agenda is we're going to go through a little background on who E2B Technologies is, and then we're going to talk about how Epicor ERP can handle a lot of the top requirements of the automotive manufacturing industry. And then we're going to dive into an Epicor automotive success story, and then finish it up with measuring your return on investment and your ROI, and then some questions. So a little bit about E2B Technologies. E2B is a leading provider of ERP and CRM solutions from publishers such as Epicor, Intact, Sage, and also Sugar CRM. These are some of our automotive ERP customers. We've helped a lot of automotive suppliers with their ERP systems through the years. These have included companies in many segments of the automotive industries, including Tier 2 and Tier 3 suppliers, aftermarket suppliers and distributors, heavy truck, government, and more. We also develop business-to-business solutions for the cloud. Some of our applications have included Anytime Collect, which is an accounts receivable collection software, which has just become available as an application on Windows 8. Anytime Commerce, our B2B e-commerce storefront. Anytime Supply Chain, an MRP and supply chain management software. Anytime Assets, and more. So these are the top requirements for automotive parts suppliers, and Epicor ERM handles these very well. In fact, Epicor is a standout in the industry in the amount of support and flexibility that is built into the ERM system itself for these features: EDI support, release accounting, lean manufacturing production control, feature-based assembly, multi-mode manufacturing, and global capabilities. Here are the EDI transactions provided out of the box. The EDI demand management framework inside the Epicor ERM system handles inbound planning and shipping schedules, which are processed into sales orders with multiple releases. Even if it's an inbound purchase order with only a single release, the EDI demand management framework has many settings on how to control this and how it is handled in other systems as well. With Epicor Service Connect, any third-party EDI translation software can interface with the EDI framework that's inside Epicor ERM. And Epicor provides maps for some of these third parties as well. Pre-built Epicor Service Connect workflows are also provided. Because the demand management framework is so full-featured, it's not a huge effort to map additional special EDI documents and have their requirements supported in the system, such as one is done recently for a customer rail car shipping information. Normally, it's a matter of taking one out-of-the-box transactions and altering it for a new requirement. The system can identify the different types of inbound EDI messages for each trading partner and how they are to be handled in the system, as forecast, uniform release, or incoming shipping schedule. A Tier 1 automotive supplier who ships 40,000 parts per day will probably set demand management to always accept and automatically process inbound EDI transactions into the ERM system, because they can't afford any interruption with their trading partner. But the option is there to process only if there are no errors outside of their tolerance settings, or to always manually accept, in which case the transaction is held in demand management until some has reviewed and approved it. The choice is yours on how you want to set up each trading partner and contract. The Auto Label Print Control module triggers the printing of Seagull bartender labels when a shipping or other transaction has occurred. Auto Label Print Control will also trigger an outbound Advanced Ship Notice XML. When that happens, if the customer is flagged to receive an invoice, automatic invoicing will occur as soon as the goods ship. Otherwise, pay on receipt without an invoice is another available method. Here's an illustration of how an inbound EDI message containing purchase order information from your trading partner is entered into the Epicor ERM system. First, As with all EDI implementations in the mid-market, the message is processed by third-party EDI translation software. You are free to use any EDI translation software or service you would like. However, Epicor has made sure to provide the maps and Service Connect workflows that work seamlessly with a few packages in particular. Next, the message is converted to XML if it isn't already in XML, and sent to the Service Connect. Now, this is where Epicor true SOA really shines, because Service Connect is going to make sure that the EDI message is not just sent directly into the ERM database. Bad things can happen when you import data into the ERM system that way, such as wrong data being put in the wrong place, which results in corrupted records. Service Connect avoids this by calling the appropriate web service method, such as demand order entry, to enter the data. How these messages are handled once inside Epicor ERM is another area where Epicor differentiates itself, and I'll describe this to you in the next slide. The Epicor EDI demand management framework provides full flexibility and control for setting up customer contracts and handling their EDI messages once inside the ERM system. Settings per trading partner include tolerances for when schedule lines can be added or deleted or changed, tolerances for price variations, parameters for matching changes against existing sales orders, and functions for reconciling quantities between you and your trading partner. As an automotive supplier, you can't have your ERM system making promises that you can't keep with your trading partner, because as you know, you'll be fined if you can't ship a product. A very powerful Epicor demand management feature is the capable to promise function, which you can turn on for specific trading partners to first check your available stock and resources against each EDI message that comes in. If not enough resources are available to make and ship the product by the date requested, then the line is rejected, preventing a PO acknowledgement from being sent to the trading partner and costly fines that go with it. The demand reconciliation application keeps track of what your system says has been shipped so far as a trading partner versus what their system reports they have received. Let's say your trading partner has sent you an EDI shipping schedule in accordance with that schedule. You ship so many pieces this week, next week, the week after, etc. Meanwhile, an EDI message has come back saying that you only received 12,000 pieces so far as compared to the 72,000 that your system says you shipped. You can agree that it was the 12,000 that actually shipped and adjust your field down to 12,000, which will issue a credit memo. Or the trading partner can send a correction in their next EDI transmission. There are many options to set up production and scheduling in ERM, and repetitive mean manufacturing against scheduled targets is just one of them. This method supports production without work orders. First, you decide what you are going to make and how you are going to make it, then your targeted production rate and the resources involved. You create a production activity plan for these requirements, and then a production activity schedule is generated. Kanban receipts will consume to the schedule. The bar chart you see here is a production activity tracker, which shows your actual manufacturing performance compared to the planned targets. Another special Epicor EDI feature is a configurator function you can use to process incoming EDI messages. Epicor's product configurator not only allows for easy selection of product features and options such as seat material and color, it can perform calculations and present specific choices based on parameters entered by the user, such as dimensions of a door opening. An incoming EDI message that has these parameters preset can proceed through the product configurator into an order. Epicor supports multi-mode manufacturing capabilities that are required for low-volume products such as heavy equipment parts, as well as some machine parts that do not justify a dedicated production line and are still produced to work order. Epicor supports make-to-order, make-to-stock, Kanban, make-to-demand, and even mixed and matched within the same job. In this example, we're assembling to order with the manufacturer to stock assemblies and Kanban replenish material. This enables reduced lead times economies of scale, and reduce administration for the order. So far, we have only touched on the manufacturing highlights that set Epicor ERM apart from others. But the basics are in the product, including full-level lot and serial control, all costing methods, engineering change control, advanced planning and scheduling, MRP, project management, and warehouse management. Here is an Epicor success story that deals with Codan Rubber in Mexico. They use Epicor, they're currently using Epicor 9. Codan Rubber is a global auto parts manufacturer that's headquartered actually in China and have a branch in Mexico. Their Mexican branch was looking to increase visibility in their business, optimize expense management, and enable real-time decision-making. Codan used a solution designed for sales, administration, and finance, but as they began to explore its manufacturing and distribution capabilities, they found that it did not work and services were expensive. Codan decided to choose Epicor for its efficient control of manufacturing processes, from product quoting to automotive assembly plants to load monitoring. Codan's general manager said that he liked Epicor's implementation methodology, in particular the process of establishing milestones with concrete success criteria in terms of return of investment, ROI, for each stage of implementation. This gives us assurance that both Codan Rubber Mexico and Epicor have the same picture of the expected benefits, including operations and budget. Epicor handles all of your automotive EDI requirements. In addition, quality compliance for automotive suppliers is available, including production part approval processes, and advanced product quality planning, along with TS 9000 documentation and quality standards. The engineering side of Epicor is very robust, allowing ample flexibility to manage engineering changes, product revisions, and lifecycle management, and even tools to help you manage your automotive programs. As far as measuring your ROI within Epicor Automotive, just as it did for Codan Rubber, using an embedded end-to-end solution will bring you rapid return on investment, and it can be measured with the Epicor ROI calculator. The calculator is tuned to the solutions provided by Epicor and clearly aligns as a benefit with the modules of their solution. In summary, most automotive ERP systems are built on legacy technologies, but Epicor is not. EDB Technologies has nearly 20 years in automotive ERP experience and OEM supply chain and aftermarket manufacturing and distribution. Epicor ERP is a clear leader for automotive suppliers. And with that, we will take your questions. I just type them in.
So what we're going to do here is, if you have a question, you can go ahead and use the chat function, and we'll monitor that. In the meantime, we do have our contact information up on the screen if you want to jot that down. If you have questions you would rather email to us, we'll go ahead and answer those after the presentation. So let's click on questions and let's see if we have any there. So at this point in time, we're not seeing any questions. So we're going to conclude the webinar. If we get any questions, we'll hang out here for a little bit and answer them privately. And we're going to also send out a recorded link to this video so that if you want to share that with somebody else within your organization, you'll have that link to do so. So with that, thank you for attending the webinar, and we will talk to you all very soon.
Thanks.